I thought I might give you a quick tip on how I create videos so fast. If you'll notice, last Wednesday I posted a video, and Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday I did a live stream. I take Sunday off. And then I posted a video on Monday, and on Tuesday, and on Wednesday, and this one's probably going to be posted on Thursday. Well, how the heck do you do so many videos? Well, first of all, I have this whole setup that allows me to just create these. Second of all, I'm not shooting over there because I'm replacing all my lights with the new aperture HD 60 and Ds and 60Xs and blah, 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 blah. But I'm going to show you how I quickly create videos. Maybe you can use this for your own video editor. Let's check it out. So let's say I'm going to do a video about this. This is an X-Rite, focus right video checker. What you do is you hold it up like this, where you're holding it, and then you can check all your colors and everything else, and that's how you can dial your camera in, and then you don't have to worry about it, and you just shoot, and all is good. Well, let's say I want to make a video about that. I'm going to blah, blah, blah. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you that. Maybe I'll come over here and I'll switch this other screen and I'll show you Google. Whoa, there's Google. Isn't that cool? And it's all black and stuff like that. And then we come back to the main video and I grab this thing and I say, hey, there you go. There's my video. And I hope you liked how to use this thing and how it works and everything else. And of course, normally I have like outtakes and all that kind of stuff, which, I don't know, let's say we're sitting here like this and I forgot to turn on my backlights. I did a video on that too. And I'm going along and I'm talking and yada, yada, yada. And then I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to turn on my backlights. Duh. I would use that as an outtake. Okay, this is what I do when I'm done recording. Okay, these are two videos I was just talking about. I just shot. I use OBS and it records everything. Everything's dialed in, but we don't care about that. This is the one I'm currently recording. So here's what I do. I go up to my desktop where I keep everything and I go into my basic Filmmaker. There's my previous ones. Man, I hate how this black thing shows up. And I create a new thing. I say, okay, let's do 488. That's just some weird numbering system I came up with. And it's how I create quick videos. It doesn't matter what you name it for now. Now I'm going to go into my last project and I'm going to grab both the Premiere Pro project and I'm going to grab the thumbnail Photoshop file. There, I'm going to come up here. I'm going to paste those suckers in here. Bam. Then I'm going to create a footage folder. F-O-O-T-A-G-E. That's where I create all my footage. Well, my footage is sitting over here. We just looked at it. OBS recordings. Let's grab them too. Boop. Let's cut those. Let's go back up to here. Let's go back to what I'm currently doing. Boop. I'm going to stick that in footage. Boop. Bam. There they are. I got my footage in there. Normally I'd name these like whatever. Okay, cool. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come back over here and we're going to open up. Well, I don't like that at all. Let's do large icons. We're going to open up this Premiere Pro project with everything that's contained from last video so I don't have to remake it all. Let's do that. There's my last Premiere Pro project. Now the only thing I have to do, remember, this is the YouTube ad insert tip from the last thing. Remember we copied and pasted that thing on the clipboard? Let's do this. We're going to do that. We're going to change that name to, we're going to rename that. Boom. So when it renders out, I don't overwrite anything. Cool. Now we have this footage in here and we don't care about all this footage right now because that's from the last project. Let's delete it all. Bam! Look at that. It's all gone. Now I'm going to keep this adjustment layer, which I know works. I'm going to keep the little subscribe-y thing, which I know works. We're coming along. Boom. We have this. We have the outtakes. We have the whatever. We have a little beep. Doodle-doo-doot. That can go away. I don't need this beep. Bam. All my outtakes go in here. And then I have the end music and all the credits and everything else. So I got everything I need in here and I don't have to recreate anything or bring anything in or blah, blah, blah. Now I'm just going to go grab my footage, which as I showed you is in here. Bam. Footage. Bam. Grab them. Boom. Stick them into footage. Bam. We're going to come in. There they are. And then I'm going to drag them down here and put them in there. There they are. Boom. Now I can go through and I can edit them and do all this other stuff, but this is an editing session. This is just showing you how I do this stuff. I go through and I sit here and I go shift 1, 2, 3. That's 15 seconds. Only reason I do that is because I like to add just a little bit to the beginning of the video. But again, that's not what this video is about. So it comes along, it starts, I talk, blah, 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 blah. There's my little thing. There's my little subscribe button. And I'd go through and edit this. And right here, I'd probably say, I think there's probably outtakes here, right? So let's cut those out. Bam. We're going to stick this over in the outtakes. Bam. We're going to take all this stuff over here where I am. We're just going to move that over there. Boom. Make sure that's right on there. Yeah. And I'm going to say, hey, thanks for watching. And I turn the lights off. That's actually the outtakes, but this is an editing session. And I come here and I close this up. Boom. Let's say that's my outtakes. Then I close this up. Boom. There's that thing. And I come over here and I go to the very end. Weak. Take my adjustment layer that I need to fix over there, and then I set the out point, and then I go to the home, and then I set the input. Now I would go through and actually edit this. I might add some titles and everything else, but I'm all done. I have all my assets. I've repurposed everything. I got all my stuff in there, and I didn't have to recreate all this stuff and do all this crazy junk. When I'm done, I just hit, for me, Control M, comes up, and I render the video. That's the way I can create videos really quick. The only process I have is shooting the video and taking the footage, and most everything is the same because I copy the project over, and then I copy the Photoshop file over, and then I just manipulate the file and move all the stuff and all the assets I use over and over and over, and so I'm just editing, maybe adding some titles and stuff. Same with the Photoshop file. When I add that, it already has all the titles and everything else in there, and I just create a new thumbnail, stick it in there, and do that, and I'm pretty much done. Don't forget I have free and basic courses over at Basic Filmmaker University, and they're pretty freaking awesome. You should check them out. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. I don't really have any outtakes for this one, so I'll just use the fake outtakes that I did in the last video that I showed you how to do this thing. And I'm going along, and I'm talking, and yada, 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 and then I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to turn on my back lights. Duh.